A-pillar gauge pod. All the cool kids have them. So we're going to throw one on OG73, get rid of our little pods that we got stuffed up on the dash, and install one of these gauge pods on the A-pillar. Unless you're Canadian, then it's pillar A. Welcome to Austin Pfeffer Garage. So this is our current setup. We've got a couple of little gauge pods stuck on the dash here. Not very well. The 2 or 3 of you that suffered through the last video may remember I wasn't sure about the A-pillar gauge pod, so I got these. Well, after installation and actually using them a little bit, not feeling this either. So went ahead and got the gauge pod, the A-pillar gauge pod. So we're going to throw them off in there right now. I think they'll look better, be more secure, and hopefully I'm feeling it better. So I'm going to go ahead and pluck these out of these little pods. May use the pods for something else later on, who knows. So uh-oh. Did some knucklehead install the plug and now you can't get it to fit back through the pod? He did, didn't he? So this is our glow shift gauge pod that we got to match our glow shift gauges. And this particular application covers essentially the original A-pillar trim, or pillar A trim, depending on your geographic location. Now obviously the color match isn't all that spectacular, but you'll have that from time to time. So we're going to get this cleaned up, get it ready, get this installed on there, and get our gauges thrown off in them. Hadn't even got started good and I'm already bleeding. First we're going to start off with a little scrub-a-dub-dub, get everything cleaned up real nice. Now we get into a little trim, get everything fitting real nice. I just went through and organized stuff. Can't find nothing. Now we're gonna get everything kind of mocked up, everything fitted together, get our gauges in there, figure out how we want to do our wiring, probably drill some more holes for said wiring, and get it prepped for install. So now getting the A-pillar installed was a bit of a struggle, folks. I'm not gonna lie. I did figure out that it was a whole lot easier if you remove the weather stripping in order to get the A-pillar installed, as opposed to trying to slip the A-pillar under the weather stripping. So top tip there, get your weather stripping removed first. With the added bulk of the gauge pod, it's already a little tough getting it back in there, getting your holes and everything lined up, your clips, but everything eventually got where it needed to be. So we got our gauges in, everything's mounted up, secured, wired up, fired up. We're good to go. Everything works. You can see here the little doodads that they use to secure the gauge pod to the original trim piece. I like it. I think it looks pretty sporty. I didn't initially want to do it because that's what everybody does. Everybody puts the gauges up here. I wanted to try something different. Guess there's a reason why everybody has them up here. So we're going to roll with this for a while. Might look at some other options out there. If I get tired of this, maybe move them somewhere else. But I think it looks good for now. Curious what you guys think. Where you would mount them. Would you mount them here? Would you leave them in the pods? Would you do them somewhere in here? Maybe something custom. I thought they have overhead versions that can go up here. My only concern with that was whether or not all the wiring and whatnot would reach. But this is good for now. Well, despite moving everything, organizing stuff, and not being able to find anything, we were able to complete our gauge relocation project. So now we're going to move on to some other stuff under the hood in the future. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you next time.